Welcome back to Weeb Gamer, the podcast where we talk about everything to do with video games, podcasts, anime, other stuff, and whatnot, and things and such. I'm joined once again by my co-host Sean because a certain someone else decided that he had other more important things to do than the pod. So obviously he doesn't take it very seriously, and we need to have and give him a very stern talking to.
Where is he again? Teehee?
Sure. You can't give away his location, man.
Remember when he used to go away and then still do the pod? That was commitment there. Remember
Yeah,
that?
but he's lost it. He's lost all he's not part of it anymore.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. He'll get it earful. I won't tell you where he is because all the ravaging fans are gonna go find him. You don't want that. Come on now.
I assume we have fans there already.
Yeah. Duh.
Teehee.
Duh.
Obviously.
Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm okay. It's just getting by. It feels like it's been a while, but it's only been a week, so like it's weird how that works.
I know. Well, we'll see. If it's been a week, it might be 2 weeks. If
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyways, before I get into this week's topic, actually, I do want to ask you a question. Since we have the luxury of being topical this week, tomorrow or today, a certain game has been released into the ether. Something big, something many people have been anticipating for a very long time. Myself, I've been kind of like in and out. Like there's points where I was like really excited, but then I just kind of like cool it and like
I know, same.
And then now I'm kind of like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm not like in a huge rush to get it, but
really,
I will eventually.
Wow.
No, not really.
You don't have the pre-order set up already?
No.
Really?
They teased me for too long. It's their own fault.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that extra $10 is really.
Oh yeah,
that's
extra, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to convince my girlfriend because she's the one who like pre-ordered it, and I was like, "That's more than usual," and she's like, "No, that's just how it is now," and I'm like, "I don't think so."
No, it's more than usual. Like PS5 games and Xbox like Series X games have been like 89 since this generation, but this is the first and only Nintendo game that has hit that price.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
I don't like it.
And plus, whenever you pre-order stuff, you always end up canceling it. You always are like, "Yeah, I have it pre-ordered, I'm ready," and then like the reviews come out, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm not so sure anymore." Cancel.
Okay, in my defense, 2 of them were Pokemon, and I don't know. They just haven't done enough, you know? And that wasn't because of reviews. I just kind of convinced myself. I would pre-order them like months in advance. Yeah. So I have a lot of time to think about it. And then by the time it gets close, I'm just like, am I going to play it? Meh. And then I just...
You probably would. You just don't think you would for some reason.
People
I don't know.
think I would. You would think I would. I would think I would.
You play everything, man.
No. I have a number of games that I have started and played maybe like an hour or so and haven't touched since. Yep.
I guess you
kind of
need that.
Unbeaten games. I have games I've like really in, like Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I was very into it for a while, but then something happened. I don't remember what happened, but like I just haven't touched it. I'm like halfway through and I just haven't touched it in a very long time.
That's too bad.
And then I tried to play it the other day, but I was confused. So like, you know, that's the problem when you drop a game halfway and go back months later. Now I don't know what the heck's going on. So
yeah, I mean the only thing I've been playing recently is NHL 23, which is like the worst. So bad. It's like, how can you release this game, man? The last game I played is NHL 16, and it's barely any different. It's such a bad game. Like, and then it glitches all the time.
Do they have?
There's
what competition do they have?
That's true. But like it glitches all the time. Like there's a thing where like it shows people on the boards, and then a second before it like shows something else. Everyone just is like standing in a T, like all the characters, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that's a classic one right there.
And there's a glitch where like sometimes at the beginning of a face-off, like it'll just like glitch, and then you'll have scored in your own net. Like the puck would just went in your own net.
So that means the game continued, and then the computer probably just dribbled through your whole team not working. moving.
Oh,
And
I don't
that's
know.
cool.
It's like after whistles, like a whistle will go, and then it'll just be like, oh, he scored in his own net, and it'll just like you're just like, what the hell?
Oh.
It does that. I don't know why.
Oh my god.
It's just terrible. There's so many issues with it. It crashes all the time. Like I don't know if it's because I downloaded it or because it's PS4. I don't know, but it's awful. Yeah, EA.
Well,
Terrible, awful. Can't believe this shit.
I've got nothing to say, man.
People buy this shit.
They do every single year.
I was looking up comments to see if other people are having issues, and they're like, yeah, but like, I know it's barely changed from last year, and I know it has issues, but like, what else am I gonna buy? And I'm just like, dude, just play the same freaking game again. Like, you're basically saying I'm stupid.
They don't have the updated rosters though, man.
Who cares?
They're not gonna.
They're basically the same rosters. What are you adding?
Yeah, but like the rookies in NHL 16, they're
Yeah.
probably like high rated now. So you want to use the high rated version. Know what I mean?
I don't know. I play Be a Pro anyway, so I don't even know.
Well, there you go. Not everyone's like you. People like to play. And the other thing is
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of people play
online.
online and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
that's true too. I
So you
forgot
can't
that.
play the old one online. That makes no sense. You know why you can't play the old
People
one
probably
online?
still
Because
play
everyone
online.
moved on. They do. They definitely do. But I'm just saying it's not gonna be it's not gonna be as much, and you're not gonna get the best of the best. Some
I
people
guess.
think they're sick. You're not gonna be able to test yourself. Are you?
Yeah, well, I tested myself playing on whatever difficulty this was. It was actually kind of hard, but especially with
What
scoring my own net
difficulty?
every 2
Amateur?
minutes. No, I played on pro. I tried Superstar, but my team's too shit to like compete. Like it's awful. This other team's doing like crazy pass. It was like slap shot one timers, and my team just like, where do I pass the puck?
Your team or
Yeah.
you?
No, it's my team, man. It's
Or
the AI.
You. You gotta listen. Be a pro. You're right at the beginning of your
Mhm.
career, man. You have to struggle through until you get to a better
Oh
team.
no, I still score like 3 goals a game. It's just like sometimes I don't get that 5 goals. You know, just like,
You're like one of those. Like I remember one time I was playing like FIFA 07 and I just created a player and then I just like built him up to like a 99
Yeah.
rated and I just scored like 12 goals a game.
nice.
And then
Right?
it was like halfway through the season and it shows like the goal scoring list, like, or shows the hot players.
Yeah.
And my player would be there and it'd be like Andre Campbell, 105 goals.
My best is that the announcers, when they talk about you, they're always still
Yeah.
like a bit impartial. They're like,
Mhm.
do you think this guy's the best guy in the team? Oh, he's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. You're like 100 and something goals. They're like, okay, really? How many goals do I have to score for you to think I'm the best?
Oh my god, you're one of those guys, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But seriously, my guys suck so much sometimes that I'm like, even in my fantasy, like I suck. Like this is supposed to be my fantasy. I'm still trash. I'm in the NHL, but I'm still trash.
You just made yourself.
That's what it feels like. It actually feels like that sometimes. Sometimes I screw up and I'm like, I would do that. Yep. I get knocked off the puck and I'm like, yeah, that would probably be me.
Oh my god, you're living a rough life, bro. But it's
I
okay,
know.
man. You'll get it to the end. Anyways, I also didn't mention what game we were talking about to begin with, and that was Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you getting it?
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend is, but she's playing on my Switch, so I feel like it's kind of mine.
So you can't even. So you.
We complete
She
each other.
has- I see. So she buying the games and
Yeah,
you have the
yeah, yeah.
Switch. So like, there's no point in getting your own copy since.
No, there's no point.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have a Switch, so I mean, she just has a game. If we ever break up, she just has a Switch game, and then nothing to play it on.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny, man.
I know.
She just has it in her room, just staring at it every day. Oh man, but yeah, okay, that's good. You
Yeah,
excited? Have you
I mean,
seen any like of
mm.
the previews or reviews or any of that stuff?
No reviews. I've seen like trailers, but that's it. I'm pretty sure it's going. I have like I think I know what the story is, but like I'm not sure how the Sky Islands like take part because I know that's like a Skyward Sword thing. And
It
I
wasn't
wasn't
Skyward Sword.
wasn't a huge fan of Skyward Sword, but like I have faith in this game that that they'll make it. Well, for one, it's like open world, right? So, again, I imagine so. Like you can like go between Sky Islands without like loading screens. I imagine, but like it just I think the point of it is just to make you feel more free. Like you can do so much now. Like the sky is not the limit anymore. You know.
Mm-hmm. And did you order it like online? Or are you downloading it? On
Downloading it. Yeah, I know. I like to have the box, but
You've given up. I see.
no, it's not me. It's my girlfriend. She's like, I don't want to risk not getting it on time because that has happened. If you
It
order
will
through
happen. I already
Amazon.
checked. Amazon is
Really?
like Tuesday is the earliest.
Yeah,
delivery, I think.
usually EB Games or GameStop orders it on time. Like I never go through Amazon because they always are late. I did it
Yeah,
with
but
Final Fantasy 7. Terrible.
one time I did it and it came a day early. So I have like
Really?
like
That's
I
weird.
think I did it with Tales of Arise when I pre-ordered it a long
Mm.
time ago. It came a day early.
Yeah.
But then I've also Final Fantasy 7 I pre-ordered from Best Buy and it
Mhm.
came a week late.
Oh, you did it. Shit.
So
Yeah,
Hey,
mine
man.
came late too.
hey man, that's why you're supposed to get up and go to stores, but
I
I
know,
don't live
but
close enough.
I'm not getting in lines and shit. This
What
was like
lines?
COVID time.
There's no lines, man. What do you think this is?
Everyone's
This
in
is in the
line.
early 2000s.
Waiting
There's no
at
one waiting in line
6
for this
a.m..
stuff.
Really?
Oh my god, no one's waiting in line for this stuff. Especially since you can just download it or order it, and people aren't waiting.
That's
in line.
true, actually. Yeah. Good
But yeah,
point.
no. There's.
point.
I've been tempted on multiple occasions. One that actually got me is when I got the Metroid Prime remake. I downloaded that online, and
Mm.
it hurt me a little bit. And that's only
Yeah.
because the physical version came out like 2 weeks later than the digital.
That's
and I
nice.
didn't want to. I didn't.
Okay, at least make it like cheaper or something, you know? Like I'm not getting something physical. Like what's the benefit? There isn't. I don't know.
The
I
company
mean-
makes more money.
I guess so, right? They just don't have any like inventory to like lose.
Yeah.
They're just like no cost of goods sold on this one, just straight up
Exactly.
digital.
They don't have to pay shipping fees. They don't have to pay the stores any fees to hold it.
No.
That's why everything's shifting
That's
towards
true.
digital, right? That's why they're pushing for it so hard.
Wow.
But
I mean, they don't shift any of the savings onto the consumer. That's so corporate.
games get more expensive.
To be fair, I feel like they do hurt on their margins a lot from like pirating. So like they gotta do what they gotta do, right?
I'm gonna tell you now. Every bit of research I've done, pirating does not hurt
Really?
companies because 99% of cases,
Yeah.
if they pirate the game, they weren't gonna buy it in the first place. People
That's
are
fair.
surveyed
That's a
very
good point.
often, where they only do it because they can,
Yeah.
not necessarily because they want
to.
to replace the game, right?
Yeah. Fair.
So
That's fair. Yeah.
And also, like, if you think about the amount of people who actually know how to pirate versus moms just going to the store buying their kid a Zelda game, it's a very small number,
Yeah. That's true.
relatively.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like 1 million people, that's a very small number. Considering Breath of the Wild sold like 25 million or whatever shit it was.
Jesus, man. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So don't feel bad for Nintendo. They make enough money. They're fine. All right?
All right.
So-
Sorry,
but
you
don't
said?
pirate it. That's bad. Don't ever pirate.
How long are you
Yeah.
gonna wait before you get it? Like a week, you said?
Well, I'm supposed to go to Toronto tomorrow, so I figured maybe I'll just stop by somewhere and pick it up while I'm there. I just want to go in somewhere, because if I have to wait, I don't know. Like, I don't want to order it online and then wait till Tuesday. Like, if I have a
Yeah.
chance to pick it up on the weekend,
Yeah.
and then
okay.
if I don't get a chance to pick it up on the weekend, then I'll get it Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Like, it's not that big.
Mm.
It's not that big a difference. You know what I mean? So, but even then, I find in most cases, especially Amazon, like if I pre-order it, it'll come Tuesday. But then if I order it on Sunday, it'll come Monday. So it's like weird like that.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if I could order it through my work and get 10% off.
Probably.
It worked before. It worked with Pokemon.
Probably. I mean, it's on the list, isn't it? Of
I didn't check. Not for pre-order. I'll check. I can check like now probably, but I don't know how long it has to have been out for.
Oh, I see. You waited for Pokemon. You didn't get it right away.
No. I waited.
Fair enough.
Pokemon was great though. I was really happy with Pokemon.
Nah, I don't believe you.
No, it was.
No. You're being gaslit. They're
No,
tricking
it was fun. It was the only Pokemon game I played that was good in like since like Silver or the one after Silver, 3rd gen.
I'm joking. I've heard that. It was just broken.
Yeah,
But
that
the gameplay
was
itself
hilarious.
was good.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is like that. I wanted that game, what it called, Jedi Survivor. I was
Mm.
thinking about getting that, but when it released, it was busted.
Really?
As well.
Again?
Hmm.
I swear that happened
Yeah.
with the first one too.
Yeah, it did, but I wasn't as like into this like the news and stuff when the first one came out, so I just bought it because it's like, oh, this looks cool.
Yeah.
And then like I'd get like random crashes and stuff, and like
Oh,
I've
that
never
sucks.
like really experienced that with a game, like in a constant basis.
Yeah, it's annoying, right?
Yeah.
Is it happening
then
on PC or?
No, I got that one on PS4. Like this is
Really?
Yeah, PS4 when I got it, so it
That's
wasn't
stupid, man.
even like a PC thing. The PC problem I had was Hogwarts Legacy, and I I still like I bought that game, paid full price for that game, and
Yeah.
still like barely made it out the first half. Not even. I'm not even close to halfway. I think
Yeah.
because I had so many issues at the beginning, and then I just like I didn't want to deal with it, and then other games came out, and then I'm just like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
I still got to
And
play
started
that.
playing. Yeah, play it. I mean, I don't know. I'll check back one day when I'm bored, maybe, and then I have time, and I have other things. But then I got a free trial for freaking Game Pass, so then I've just been playing random stuff.
Oh.
And
I
yeah,
remember
then
you got a free trial. Lucky.
with my PC it came with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then so I've been just playing random stuff. And before that, I got PlayStation Plus Extra because
Mhm.
for the rest of the month it was like an extra $12. So for the extra month, so I was like, damn, get an unlimited thing, unlimited access to games. So I played friggin' what's that game called? Guardians of the Galaxy, which was actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, surprising. It was really good.
That's just
And I like them. The way they portrayed them is actually better, in my opinion, than all the Disney. The Marvel
really?
movies and
They
stuff,
portray him
yeah.
differently?
I mean, they're like similar, obviously, because they have the same
Yeah.
like personality type. But just
Mhm.
I don't know, little things about it. It's just better to me. And the story is interesting, and the way they make you interact with characters, and
Yeah.
it feels. The way the game is shot, it's like a weird way. Like cutscenes feel very movie-ish. Like there was a time
Mhm.
where I was literally put the controller down and I was just like watching. I like forgot it was like a game. And then it told there was like a quick time or something, and then I was like wasn't paying attention. And I was like, oh shit, and I had to like snap back. But like little things, or there was this one part where like Peter is like
Mhm.
like remembering like his past, but he in the game you have to like drag like something across like a long bridge.
Yeah.
So what it'll do, you just hold the thing forward and it's dragging. They're having like conversation while you go,
Mhm.
and then you're just like, am I really gonna have to walk this far? But then it's like very subtle, so you don't notice at the front. So the camera like slowly starts zooming in and zooming slowly, and as they zoom in, the voices of your companions kind of like fade out a bit.
Yeah.
Because it kind of so it's portraying like Peter like he's like starting to like zone them out and like start getting into his head.
Yeah.
And then it zooms in on his face, and then the screen will go black, and then it'll switch perspectives, so now it's sideways instead of behind it, and then it'll switch to like front ways, and then it'll go right into his head, and then the screen goes black, and then now you're in the past. I don't know, like they did it, they shot it like it's a movie, but you're like actually playing
that's
through
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's this other section where you're like in a dream world type thing, and then you don't know that at first, but there's like these little like black things like in the
Mhm.
corner of the screen, and they're like very subtle at first, so you don't notice, and then they slowly start getting bigger and bigger, and you're just like doing things, and you're just like, what is that? And then and I was like, am I doing something wrong? I don't know what's going on.
Game's crashing.
But then it consumes you, and then you figure stuff out, and then there's the choices, and then the choices affect how your compatriots like feel about you, which can affect certain
that's cool.
decisions they make later
Nice.
on, and all that kind of stuff.
So,
it's
it
really
kind of sounds like a Mass Effect a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's not as obviously the choice system's not as complex as Mass Effects, where it's gonna span 3 games somehow. I don't even know how it does. But
Yeah.
so it's a lot of that stuff, and so you can only control Peter like in like fights, but
Mhm.
like you have to. It's kind of like a strategy game, like a tactics game, sort of like it's action because you're Peter, but you have to like manage what your teammates are doing, and you like send them to go do certain like attacks and stuff.
That's cool.
So it's like sometimes you gotta like hang back and just like fire while you're like sending in Drax to do something or sending in Gamora to do something else, and like try and fight and manage all that kind of stuff. So it's cool.
That's kind of cool. It's like but it's like real time, right? It's not like turn based. Okay.
Yeah, it's all real time. I mean, like when you open your like person menu, it like slows down a bit for you.
Nice.
But actually, does it? Maybe it doesn't actually. Now I never think about it. I don't remember. All I know is I had a good time.
Nice.
And at first, it was like since I had the PlayStation Plus, I was kind of like, oh, this game is the kind of game I want to beat. But I wanted to do it quick. So at first, I was just like zooming through it as fast as possible. But then once I got to like a point, I like found myself like actually like get into it, and then I was like, oh snap, I actually kind of want to play it and like make my way through it properly and experience it good.
And you beat the game?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wow.
I did.
Man, I swear, like, you tell me about games you play, and then like in between those games, you're playing these other games. I just like you'll tell me about it. I'll just be like, when did you find the time for that one? Like, what the hell? I swear you were playing like this one other game for like ever.
Okay, but just think of it this way. This year I've had what? And I told you also I have this thing where I need to get better because I'll buy games that I really want, and then I just will stop playing them.
Yeah.
And just leave it alone.
Yeah,
Right?
like Hogwarts.
Yeah, but Hogwarts I haven't beaten. I bought Bayonetta 3, haven't
Oh
beaten
yeah,
that.
Bayonetta.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, haven't
Mm.
beaten that. The only game I've beaten this year that I bought this year is probably Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, yeah,
I beat that two
and
and
all
a
those
half
horror
times.
games.
Oh yeah, and all of the Resident Evils.
Like
I forgot.
all of the
I
horror
forgot.
games.
I forgot that was this year we started. Yeah, so like all of the Resident Evils.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't count those. Actually, I
No,
should count those.
you should
I
count
do.
those.
I should count those.
Maybe
That
not
is
the third one. That was like
It
3
was
hours.
long. Yeah, but it was long. Everyone kept telling me how short it was, but it felt longer than it actually.
Yeah.
But I think it was because I was expecting it to be so short.
Mhm.
So it would come to a point where I was like, oh, this looks like the end. And then it wasn't. I was like, bro, this game's so long. but that was also because I was in the mindset where I wanted to just beat them and get through all of them, especially because Resident Evil stresses me out, like especially 2 and 3.
Yeah, those were very stressful.
It's like a very weird like relationship I have because I just want to beat it. Like I just want it to be over.
You
But
enjoy
also
it.
I'm enjoying my time playing
Yeah.
it. But I don't like I'm stressed out. So just like end already. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It's like
So it's weird.
it's like the fun part is reflecting on the scenes after they happen because you're in a stress-free environment now. It's like now I can think about what happened and not freak out. And I was like,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Yes, exactly.
Did you play the
Oh.
first one? I don't think you did.
No, Resident Evil 1. No, I haven't. Well, they didn't. Actually, they did remake it, but they didn't remake it
Not
in the
well.
fancy way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do the fancy.
They just took
No.
away tank controls. Is that considered fancy? You don't have to. You can turn and walk at the same time now.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh, and Dead Space. I forgot about that. I beat that
Dead
too.
Space. That was a good one.
Dead
Yeah,
Space
more
was good.
horror.
Yeah, that's
The-
your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault. The year of horror.
That's your fault. You got me into all this horror nonsense.
Well, you got me into Elden Ring, so we're even.
Elden Ring's great though. Don't diss it. That speaking of Elden Ring, that's gonna our topic is of the week. Since I wasn't here last time, Sean got
No.
the shit freely all over Elden Ring. But we're not. Our topic isn't Elden Ring
No.
in isolation. Our topic is gonna be FromSoft games. Cause I've played almost all of the Soulsborns.
Yeah.
All of them. I might have played all of them, and Sean's played most of them.
Yeah, I have played most of them.
So
only ones I haven't played are, I think Dark Souls 3. That's it.
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah,
I
that's
played
the only
Dark
one.
Souls 2 and not 3.
I played 2 and 1 and not 3.
That's crazy.
I
Well,
know.
1 is good. That's
Oh
good.
yeah.
Well,
2,
Dark Souls 2 isn't bad. It's just
it felt like a knockoff or something.
yeah.
It felt like it wasn't like actually Dark Souls. It was just like very close, but not quite. I remember fighting the last boss in that game and like beating her in like my first or second try, I think, and being like, "That's the last boss," like just some giant
Really?
lady in Dark Souls 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, but you cheated though because remember if you to beat it the real way, you have to not die because there's like there's 3 in a row. The last boss 3 in a row, but if you beat one and die at the next one, it saves.
Oh.
Right. So then you just have to do the run up, but then you don't have to fight the first one because it was like there was a
Huh.
one. At first, it's like a tree, I think, like a giant tree thing.
Yeah.
And then after you kill the tree thing, there's like these 2 guys, or is it 2 guys first?
I just remember a lady.
Yeah, the lady is queen, whatever. The
Yeah, queen.
main
whatever.
queen from the whole game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game was interesting, but I also played the DLC and listen, Dark Souls, Soulsborne, FromSoftware has made a multitude of interesting environments that are, I think, made specifically to ruin people's life.
Cause depression.
But none have been worse than one of those levels that are in the Dark Souls 2 remake. I mean, not remake, in the DLC. It's like this snow place.
Yeah.
You have to like ride a sarcophagus down, and then you get out of it, and it's just white. Everything is just white, and you just have to run in a direction, hope you're going in the right way, and then these freaking lightning deer things just start chasing you down, and then killing them. So then, the worst part isn't necessarily that level, because yeah, it's bad, but then you'll get to a point where okay, you figure out you know where to go. There's like certain like buildings
Yeah.
where you like run between the two buildings and you get like a little break when you're in the buildings. So
Mhm.
like you just run from there to there to there, and
I
then you
remember
get to a
that.
point where you'll memorize it.
Yeah.
But the worst part is when you get to the boss, which is not an easy boss, right? So it's two tiger things you have to fight,
Yeah.
and every time you die, there's no bonfire in the entire level.
That was an issue with the earlier games. It was
Yeah.
like even before the in the first one before the final boss, they didn't put a bonfire outside. There's
Oh yeah,
like
you have to run the whole
whole
path.
way. And like there's like knights in the way to like come after you.
Yeah.
It's very stressful.
Yeah. So yeah, redoing that level a lot,
Yeah.
like a lot. So,
Yeah, I never got past the part where there was like an invisible tiger, and I was like, I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. Kick my ass. I
So
can't see
you
him.
started the DLC too.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go the other direction, and there's the
I
item. over
did.
there.
I never got the item though.
Well, you
You're
didn't
supposed to
go
get
far enough.
you're supposed to get some eyeball or something, right?
Like yeah, but that's the entire. See, if you go straight, you can beat the invisible tiger, but you skip half of the entire level if you do it that way.
Yeah.
Right. So the whole level is to do the right side, and then you come back to the left side.
I don't know why I couldn't find it. I feel like I did the right side, and I was like, guess I'm done here, and then I guess it's just invisible. That's what I figured. Yeah, I kicked my ass. Though. Wasn't even close.
Yeah.
No
And
summons in that
even
game.
the crazy thing is, even with the eye, it's like not easy. So I'm trying to do the invisible is next up. Except one time, I just did it for shits and giggles, and I think I got like to like half health.
Nice.
Like invisible, and
Wow.
I was like, maybe I could actually do this, but then I tried like 6 times after that and like didn't even touch it. So I was like, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna go find the eyeball.
It's very stressful.
But I also had the advantage because I didn't I watched a bunch of stuff because I never thought I would actually play it. I don't know why. I played like at that point I played Dark Souls 1,
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro. What else is there?
Yeah. Which game got you into them? Was it Sekiro? Was it the first one you played?
Sekiro is technically the first one I played a long time ago was Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
Because my cousin let me borrow Bloodborne, but like the first place where you're in that village and you have to like get through all like the werewolf villagers right at the beginning, I couldn't beat it.
No,
And
yeah, I
this
remember
was this was like probably almost 10 years ago, and I couldn't beat it. And I gave up, and then I just kept his game for like a year until one day he asked for it back, and I said, "Good, get this out of my face." And I never touched it again. But then I got Sekiro. I don't know what it was. I guess because it was COVID, I was working, so I had disposable income all of a sudden because COVID meant I wasn't spending money on literally anything except for nothing really. So I just had money like laying around. So I was like, I'll try it. It went on the sale. I knew it was had a lot of good things said about it, and I don't know, it looked cool. What I was like, I wasn't sure about it, but I was like, sure, let me give it a try. And then so I got into that, beat that, and then I bought Dark Souls 1 on my Switch, because then I don't know, I just was looking for
On
something else to
Switch?
play on the Switch. Yeah,
Did it run
I
well?
was playing. Yeah, it ran fine. I mean, like it was kind of crusty looking. Like the remastered graphics that came out on like the other platforms, it didn't really get that benefit. But
Yeah.
whatever, it did the job. It was fun enough. I kind of want to go back to it because like the DLC, I have it, but I've never played it because I didn't really know all the intricacies of it at that time when I did it, so I wasn't sure. But it's kind of crusty, and I don't want it. It's because I started replaying it, and I'm at a part that's hard, and like I don't have the energy to beat it right now, and I don't want to restart because then I have to restart everything. I just wanted to beat it so I can do New Game Plus and then go to the DLC, but I also don't want to restart it, so I'm kind of like between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah.
So that's just gonna have to wait. But yeah. So then I did that one. Then I found Dark Souls 3 for like $20. So I was like, no, let me go for it. So then I bought that. That was like the complete edition, and then so I played that. That one it's a mix between that one and Bloodborne. Might be my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those two. And then since I had the PS4, Bloodborne was on like the PlayStation. I got it for free. It was like on like a PlayStation collection thing where you can just like download it. So I was like, might as well try it now since I'm in the Soulsborne now. And then so then I did that, beat Bloodborne. I bought the DLC. I had to buy the DLC, which was annoying, but whatever.
Wow.
I was already into it. They hooked me, so it is what it is. And then I bought that. did that. Loved that. Dark Souls 3. Loved that. Is that it? And then Dark Souls 2 I did like a little later. Before Elden Ring came out, like
Yeah.
leading up to it, I just like I might
Yeah, I
as
remember
well.
that.
It's like this is the only one I haven't played, so like, I might as well just do that.
Might as well.
But that's also the only one. Actually, no, I'm lying to you. I was about to say that's the only one I don't have physical, but like most of them I don't have physical. I think only Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring are the only ones that have physical.
Yeah.
That's my journey. What's your journey, Sean?
Well, basically, my friend Osmond at work, when I was like, working at one of my first jobs, he was like, "You should play these games. They're awesome." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So, the first one I played was I actually went in order. I played Dark Souls 1 for the first time. And I was like, well, the first issue was I was playing on my old computer.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, this game is hard as shit, and it's like everything's so slow all the time. Like, and I realized it's because I'm lagging, but because I've never seen anyone play Dark Souls or played it before,
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was lagging. So I've been playing on slow motion this whole time with like huge, just huge lag. And
Did
then I
Blighttown
was
get
like,
worse even?
what's that?
Was Blighttown even worse than like the normal leg?
Oh, well, the I don't know if that was after the point I realized, because there's a point I realized when I was
Right.
playing the gargoyles on the roof, and I couldn't
Right.
beat them because there were two of them, and I was like, this is impossible. And then I was like, maybe it's lagging, like it's because I'm starting to like suspect it, right? So I
Mhm.
turned the graphics down, and I'm like, it's like fluid now. I'm just like, oh my god, you know how long I played this game for when it was this slow? And I was like, this is so much easier now. But of course, I still died a lot. But you know, so that one was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. I had a strategy with like the big ass Zeidweiger sword. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Zweihander.
Yeah. So that weapon was OP in the first game. Like, if you time it right, every attack you do that's like your big attack that swipes down will like face plant the guy you hit. Like, it was so satisfying. That weapon in every other game doesn't do that, but it's like way worse. But it was a lot of fun until I got to the only one that gave me a lot of trouble was the last boss. He was because when you die you have to run at him. You have to run all the way. It's just like, dude, just put a stupid bonfire here so I don't have to run. Like, what are you testing?
That's so interesting to me because that was probably the easiest boss in the whole game for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know what it was, but I guess I did put all my shit into bitch vigor, so I had like a huge ass vigor bar, huge ass stamina bar, and then I just like loaded myself with like armor and shit, right? So like he couldn't stagger me.
Nice.
So I would just swing at him as he was swinging at me, and then I would just drink Estus in his face, and then just keep doing that, and he couldn't do anything.
That's
so I just did. I didn't have to dodge. I didn't have to block. I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah. So my strategy in those games is always the same. Like, I have a big weapon and I have a big shield. Like, that's how it always is. I don't like to roll. I don't like to time things. I just like to hold. I'll hold the button as long as it takes. Like, I don't like to roll. That's too much work.
Oh man.
And that's
opposites.
That's a hit and miss with like depending on the boss, right? Like, sometimes you'll fight someone that everyone has trouble with, and just with my like get up, I'm just like, oh, this is easy, man. Just blocking, attacking, blocking, attacking. And then the other times I'm like, this guy is so fast that by the time I finish my swing, he's already like down the room, like at the other end, like charging his laser or whatever. So sometimes it works. I found it worked really well in the first game. Not so much recently, but in recent times. Yeah. So when I was playing the second game, I actually don't remember the second game that much, other than that I felt it was like really janky. And I think were the like goblin? You remember the goblin tunnels? Was that the first game or the second one? It was like underground, and there was like a bunch of like it was like wooden structures underground, and there was these with like it kind of looked like Lord of the Rings type like goblin style, and it was like a really hard area. And at the bottom of it, when you got through it, there was like a boss that was like a giant poison frog or something. I don't know. Am I remembering this wrong? Anyways, that might have been part of the first game or the second game. I had a lot of trouble with the area. I feel like everyone does. I remember hearing people saying like, "Oh, that part of that game was like the worst."
Now that you mention it, you're right. I don't remember most of the second game like at all.
No.
I remember very specific areas, like especially the areas that pissed me off the most.
Nice. I remember the snow area. That's it.
Yeah, I remember the snow area. I do remember that like dragon. There was like a bunch of dragons. There was like a dragon keep, like a dragon hill area.
Dragon Hill area.
Yeah, you were like upstairs, not upstairs, on top of a mountain. You're on top of a mountain, and then you would just and there were a lot of dragons there. And then
Yeah.
I remember that castle part where that old man that's just like wandering around in a circle in the back is. I remember that. I remember the giant memory. You have to go inside the giant memory, and there was like a time limit, and you have to go kill like the dragon king. I mean, the giant king or whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch of random little bits and pieces. But
There was like a castle too, right? Where like it was like a really hard castle to get through, and then when you get to the top, you fight like this giant golem thing, and then I think something flies you to some other location. Maybe the dragon place. I don't remember. But okay, yeah, it's starting to come back to me a little.
So did you like play that like right after the first one, or did you have to wait? Like, how'd that go?
Yeah, I think I did. I played, and I was actually like surprised because it ran so much better on my old shitty computer because it wasn't remade, right? The first one I was playing like the remake,
right?
And the second one was like, oh, it feels so much easier to like not like.
Yeah, because it was technically older.
Yeah, even though it was the next game, it was a bit outdated. And unfortunately, my strategy, I think I still use the Zywinder or whatever, but it didn't work.
It didn't work as well.
It didn't work very well, no. I was pretty disappointed.
And I used the rapier and had like next to no armor and just
really
I just rolled and poked.
Damn, man,
you just through that game, bro.
You're the quick boy. Quick boy.
Roll and poke. That's what I said. Like everything you say, like we're like all the way opposites.
I'm too lazy to roll, man. It's like
man, I don't know. It's the only way that makes it fun for me, man.
That's true.
I need quicker.
See, I don't play it for fun. I play it just to pass the game. That's the difference between me and most people that play it. I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I just want to like get through it and then be done. Just something to do. But yeah, after that, I think it was Sekiro was the game I played after that, which was probably the hardest game I've ever played. That game was, that had me go through some rage moments that I didn't even realize I had in me.
Yeah, and I just remember you just like messaging me like every other day, just be like, so how's it going? Trying to like figure out where I'm at and see how mad I am.
You still mentally okay? Okay, and like I said, I don't play these games for fun. I don't know why I play them. I play them just to say I played them, just for the experience, I guess. But this game, I didn't play this game properly at all. I didn't block. I didn't deflect. I did.
How did you play the game without deflecting?
The way I played this game is I held the run button because he's fast as shit when you hold that button, and I just ran in a circle around the guy. And when he would attack, I would stay an inch away from each of his attacks. And then whenever I would find an opening, I would do my quick stab, and then do the same thing, run around, and then dodge and a quick stab. And then it got me through a lot of bosses. It definitely wasn't the cool way to play. Like I watched all these other people play, and they're just like ching 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 ching.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that looks badass. I probably should play like that.
That's how it is. You beat the last boss like that?
Yeah.
How?
I the same thing.
Actually, no, I lied to you. I think
probably the easiest one to fight like that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I got frustrated after losing a lot, and I was like very scared. I think what happened is I ran out of like gourd like healing, and then I was just like terrified, and I was like, I really don't want to do this again. So then that's what I started doing. I just started running away from like everything he was doing.
Yeah. So if you figure out the attacks that like cause a little bit of delay after, I just kept doing that and doing that strategy. But because the other thing that pissed me off so much was that like his stabbing attack was pretty quick. Like he would do it pretty quickly. But when you attack normally, he's so slow. He's like the slowest ninja ever. Like, dude, these guys attack so fast, and you're like doing huge pauses between each swing, and you have to like power up your swing. Like, it was very frustrating. But I cheesed it, and it got me through it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that prepared you the best for like a demon of hatred too.
Yeah, I did. Maybe the only one I actually learned to deflect was the guy who had
the one with the arrow.
Yeah, the one
the one you fight like halfway through.
Yeah, because he's actually not that hard if you just learn how to like deflect. He's
Yeah,
pretty strict.
I think like that's his like purpose. I feel
Yeah.
like in the game to like teach you how to do that.
And people kept telling me, "Oh, if you don't learn deflect, halfway through the game, you're gonna start feeling it." And I was even like the giant ape. I'm just like, run away, run away. But
Oh my god! And I kind of wish though when I played that game, I never knew about the ape boss, like with the that like gets back up after you behead him.
yes. Oh my god. That must.
I wish I never knew about it. But
But
I already knew about it before I got there. But I will say one time I was surprised is when I went into a random cave and there was fucking 2 of them.
yeah.
The
one is like headless and it's like scraping against the wall, right?
It's the same. It's the same headless one from
Yeah.
before, and then the other one is just his wife, I guess. Kind of kind of cheesy beheaded her husband, which is understandable, I guess.
Yeah, but I think that game made me angry, but I really liked that game. Sekiro had like a really cool like feel to it. It was different from the other Dark Souls because you're actually like fast and you're a lot more mobile. So you could like use your hook and chain, or what is it, hook and rope or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing that you can like that pulls you towards.
Yeah, so it made me feel a lot more like comfortable getting around as opposed to like Dark Souls is pretty slow, right? You can roll, but I mean, other than that, not very mobile.
That's why I'm surprised you never got into Bloodborne. I feel like that's like the happy medium.
I know,
between the two.
I know, and I think I actually tried to do Bloodborne, but I don't know, for some reason, I think it made me sad, man. The whole area is just so depressing.
Well, I mean, it's not like Dark Souls is happy ever.
That's
like
true, but Bloodborne was like twisted like Dark Souls. It was like they took Dark Souls and they made it horror, and I'm usually pretty good with horror, but this one just like, oh yeah, and there's no shield. That was the other thing.
There is a shield.
No, in Bloodborne?
Yeah, you find a wooden shield at the beginning that's
yeah.
completely useless.
So effective. The wooden shield.
It's completely useless.
Did you like this shotgun that's useless or this wooden shield that's useless?
No, the shotgun's not useless, actually. You can parry with the shotgun.
If you time it right, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can do right.
Again, these are just things you have to learn.
I'm just like, I can't roll. I need something to block.
No, it's short-term pain for long-term Yeah, I was right. Long-term gain. Yeah, I was right. I don't know why that hurt me so much. But, man, come on. Bloodborne is the one.
I know. But everyone kept telling me, Bloodborne's like the best one so far. Actually, I think I played it before Sekiro, actually. Before I gave up on it. And I actually got pretty far. I beat the thing that was like... It was like some creature you fight, and it ends the night or something? Or it ends the moon.
Oh, that little tick thing?
The moon changes or something? I think so.
Oh!
Was that it? It like comes from the sky, I think, and it like... I actually got pretty far. I think I got like half.
Yeah, I think it's that little tick thing, and you fight it in like you're like walking on water. It kind of looks like.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that little tick thing.
I don't know why I stopped after that. Don't know.
Yeah, should have kept going, bro.
You were
actually close.
I felt pretty good about that fight.
Yeah, actually really
Maybe
close.
I still have the memory. I don't have the game though. I borrowed it from someone. Damn it!
Oh my gosh!
No, it's never
and I think you missed your chance too.
Why?
Because it was free on. If you had a PlayStation 5, it was free on there.
I don't have PS5 anyways.
That's what I said. You missed your chance to get a PS5.
Get a PS5? Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to
Just
because you no, but you said when Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 comes out, which is at the end of the year, it's coming out.
Come for a PS4.
It's not. The DLC for 7 didn't come for PS4. Why would they release all? No. Yes. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Nah, come on, man. Come on, buddy.
Yes. I know because I bought it and never played it, so I know.
What about PC? Last time it came out like a year later for PC.
I think it did come out on PC.
Yeah, they didn't want people modding like crazy. Tifa.
It's Yuffie, bro. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Now I see. Now I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
The internet's kind of crazy for that stuff. I don't know, man. I stumbled upon it one day and I was like, "Whoa, people are talented."
People are pretty good at that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if Resident Evil hasn't shown you some of the modding capabilities that people have, I'm just like,
yeah,
this is awesome.
But people have brought it beyond modding, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's like literally like 4K, like high definition, like Disney level animation. I'm just like, whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy. Oh yeah, okay. So moving on. I skipped Dark Souls 3. I think I said that already, but yeah, oopsie.
Like a hater.
Oopsie. I don't know why. I think. Oh, do you know why? It was because I still had my shitty laptop at the time,
and wouldn't run it.
It couldn't run it. No, it was like nah.
But it came out for PS4. Why don't you get it for that?
That's money, man.
Yeah, but it's like $12 now. Just get it.
I probably could. Yeah, I could. And then
Or your PC could probably run it now, couldn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely could. 100%.
So just do
100%.
it.
Like I'm surprised actually. This piece this laptop's like 4 or 5 years old now, and it's still running like every game that comes out. I'm
Good.
I'm glad I got
That's
the.
You have to be careful. Don't let them trick you.
Yeah.
Because every year they come up with these new fancy things and the cards and the graphics and they say things and I'm just like, oh my god, do I need that? I think I need it, but then you don't need it. I have to keep telling myself I don't need it.
The thing that always gets me is that they release like the new set of graphics cards and they're like, oh, the worst one is better than the best one.
The best
last
one.
time. And I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good deal.
No, you don't
like
need it.
As if they couldn't have made it that good before, and they were just like saving it. They're like, we could do this now, but we'll save the upgrades for next time.
Yeah, no, I think I have a 3060 Ti in mine.
Nice, that's really good.
That'll last me probably for like the next decade, to be honest with you.
I have the 2070, which is pretty good.
Yeah, and that's still gonna last you for a while. I think even my cousin has like a 1080 something, or
TI.
Yeah, I think it's a 1080 Ti or something like that. And then that can you still run everything that's going on.
Yeah, you can't use the ray tracing, I don't think, but that's it.
Ray tracing's so useless, man.
I know. I don't know who uses that shit.
There's an option on PS5 to do it. I turned it on once and I was like, oh, nice. And then I just never use it again. Because it's like, unless you have like a high super PC, like it takes like a big hit on performance.
Yeah.
Like
it does.
Can't hit
really? It does, eh?
Yeah, big hit off performance. Yeah. So it's just useless to me.
I feel like it's one of those things too. Like there's some upgrades you get where you're like, oh shit, like I can't go like your frames per second with the PS5, where it's like, oh, I can't go back now after experiencing this. But then things like that, like I don't even notice if they're active or not.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is, even going from 30 to 60, I didn't notice going from 30 to 60 like at all. I noticed going from 60 to 30.
Oh,
that's when I noticed.
That's
right?
annoying then. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't really notice because I think I was replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake after I got my PS5 because, again, I wanted to play the Yuffie thing. But I didn't transfer my save, so I had to start from scratch. And I got like an hour in. I was like, I don't want to play this game again. So then I just never played the Yuffie thing. So there's $30 wasted. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, and so it was running performance mode by like just like like what's the word I'm looking for, by default. And then I was like, I wonder how good this would like look, because it already looks good on PS4. Then it looked a little better like in performance mode. So I was like, how good does this really look? And then I put it into like graphics mode, so it was like full 4K and all that kind of stuff. And then he started moving, and I was like, ew, I can like see the frames.
Disgusting. Poverty style frames per second. Jesus.
Yeah, ew, man. But yeah, if you ever want to see a game like look just like awesome, is Ratchet and Clank. No, not even that. Ratchet and Clank for PS5 running on an OLED TV at 60 frames is like, wow.
Really?
It looks like a friggin' Disney movie, bro. Like in action, like in motion. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, is that it? What did you do after Sekiro?
After that was Elden Ring, which I'm sure everyone knows how I feel about Elden Ring.
Fucking hater. You're a hater. It's because you damn turtle all the time.
Okay. After like retrospectively looking at it, it wasn't that bad. It was just there were some like major flaws I found. But again, like I didn't play the game properly, and that's on me. But like even things like I didn't even use my horse for like the first like half of the game.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That
was so crazy. When I came and watched you play, when I came and watched you play, and you were just freaking running places, I was like, you're taking so long to get anywhere.
I know, and like I didn't know how to do certain things, and but the major flaws I found were like fighting some of those things that were too big, and the camera like goes under you, and you're just like looking at the bottom of the floor, and you're just like, I can't see what I'm blocking. Like, what's dodging?
Yeah. That's a common Souls game issue.
I feel like it was huge in this game though. I mean, I kept trying to fight that dragon on it's the dragon on the roof in like Dragon Town or whatever it's called, Dragon City. I don't know. The place that's just like falling apart and there's dragons everywhere. I don't know. But the thing that comes down from the sky and lands in front of you,
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, I go to attack it, and my guy can't. He doesn't even know what he's locking onto, man. He's just like swinging everywhere.
Gotta lock onto like his foot or
I
something,
know, but
man.
it
Just
won't let
focus on the.
me. And then he's just like, and then like the camera goes underneath. I'm just like, I can't see anything. And then
Oh my god.
my summon or whatever, my Ditto summon is just like in the corner, like running into a wall. I'm just like, what are you doing?
Did you fight the extra one, like the two-headed dragon there?
The two-headed dragon?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
Yeah, there's like some. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. There's a lot of extra things in this game
Mhm.
that I don't know how people figured it out because
Oh,
there's this one place you have to go off to the side,
yeah.
jump down a whole bunch of things, get to like floating platform and like lay down.
Seriously? What the hell?
Yeah, and then lay down in it, and then it gives you an option to lay down. Then you get transported into this world, and there's like a two-headed, like lightning dragon. Like the lightning dragon you face. I think Fortisax or something. There's like a black one. Oh, I don't know if you fought the black one either, because that one's extra too. But there's a white one that you probably did, and it has like a big, like red lightning sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's one like that, but it has two heads, and it's bigger. And there's like a boss, and then there's a black one, which is another thing where you have to do a whole bunch of side questy things to get to. So
Really? I didn't do
yeah.
any side quests, man. Oh, that was another complaint I had about it. Like, I can't remember what the hell I talked to figure things out. Like, I can't revisit like where to go. I'm supposed to go for things unless I actually like find that person again. That's not happening.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah.
that.
It's like, but that's why. Yeah, no, I'm not that. I mean, like it's great because it's very immersive in that sense, where it
Yeah.
like feels like a real world. Like if you'll like start a whole conversation, and if you don't see them again, you just don't.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, right?
It's
But
it's very strange to me because like there's hand holding and then there's convenience.
Mhm.
And this game seemed to understand the convenience of having bonfires right outside the boss or the statues of Maria. But then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you want waypoints for your missions, your side quest? Figure it
You
out.
you gotta make your own. You gotta listen to exactly what they say
Uh-huh.
and figure out. But also, some of them aren't. They don't even tell you where to go. Some people will just be like, "Nice conversation," and then they'll just be gone.
Yeah.
And then you'll just happen upon them in some random place where it's like, why are you even here? And then, or there's this. Okay, so there's one mission where there's like you probably didn't do it, but you know that the girl that everyone hates, Melina, the super hard boss that everyone talks about.
Hate her.
Yeah, did you fight her?
I got killed, and I was like, I'm not doing this. Forget that.
All right, so you saw her, but anyway, so there's a girl that looks like her, and she's also suffering from scarlet rot, but you like find her in like a church on like the side of the road.
I have no idea what to do
and then
for
all
her.
she does is cough. So you have to like go into like some village, find a item called like a broken like needle, alloy needle. Then you have to find a way to fix the needle. Then you go back to her, give her the needle, and the needle is supposed to like stave off scarlet rot.
Yeah.
So then she's able to talk and stuff again because it's like being repressed. And then you have to go find her an arm, and then you have to do all these other things.
What
Like
the
it's so there's like so many steps. But like how like unless you're reading every item description, talking to every NPC, like I don't know how you would know to do all those steps.
No.
But at the same time, if it was the real world, that's how you would have to do it.
That's
You
true,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
I honestly would just go back to her and then talk to her and be like, do I have the thing yet? I don't know what I'm even looking for, but do I have it? Check my inventory. Check
But
my
you can't.
wares.
It's like the cough. It's like the when you get that dragon rot shit in Sekiro where NPCs just are coughing in your face when you try and talk to them,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, bruh. I get so cheesed sometimes. I'll be in the middle of a friggin' side quest, and I'll go back and there's just cough in my face. I was like, no, not you, man. Everyone else could be sick, but you're the only one I needed to continue this shit. And then you have to waste your items. But yeah, so there's things like that, which is cool. But like some people were like really into it. Like kept notebooks. They wrote down characters, where they saw them, things they said.
That's crazy,
Like,
man.
and then they would follow around. But hey, people get into it like that. I did not. I used the good old
Strategy guide.
interwebs.
Yeah.
The good old
Good old
interwebs.
Online cheating mode
To
activated.
basically, I was like, I want to fight every boss that is available in this game. How do
Yeah.
I do that? And then I just figured that out.
That's cool.
And when I say every boss, I mean every unique boss, because a lot of bosses are reskinned,
Yeah.
which is probably one of my actual biggest complaints about Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Is like the
Not like the
reskinning of
stupid
bosses.
tree guardian things. God damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of tree guardians. Yeah, do you know the snake?
Yeah,
True
yeah.
Guardian one.
Oh,
Yeah, that thing. Yo, I fought one of those in like a chalice or whatever those little
yeah.
dungeons are called.
Okay,
And
yeah.
talk about camera. God damn.
Was that when you were like in the sewers or whatever?
Is
Because
there one in the
I fought one
sewers?
in the sewers. It just came out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like,
There might be one in the sewers. But there's one in one of those like one of those regular like cave dungeons that you
yeah,
find. Yeah, and like if you're talking about camera pad, that
so
thing
big,
it
man.
jumps around.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's sliding around. The camera just going like it has no
and it
idea.
grabs you too.
Yeah, and I didn't even know it was trying to grab me, bro. I can't see anything, and then I'm just in the air now. I'm like, what the hell happened? Oh man. Yeah. But anyways, that game's great. You're a hater. I've played it multiple different ways. First time I did my classic way of loving it.
Yeah.
Minimal gear and
Logic.
but I didn't do any research on like what weapons are good, what armor is good. I didn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, tell me about like what you upgraded for each of your playthroughs. Like what stats you went towards, what weapon you used, and how hard it was.
Okay, so obviously got to get my bitch vigor in because that's the only way to survive in this world, right?
Yeah.
Especially towards the end because out of nowhere enemies just start doing damage, especially bosses. I'm like, wow. Right.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then stamina. I always love doing a lot of stamina because I like dodging and stuff. Like running out of stamina is like my biggest anxiety. And then it's very weapon dependent. If I find a weapon that I really like, I just scale it with the weapon. So if it scales with strength and whatever, then I put a lot into strength. If it scales with dexterity, I put a lot into dexterity. But the problem comes later on when, like, say, I put a bunch into strength, but then this one sword that I like, you need a lot of intelligence. Now I'm screwed because my intelligence is level friggin' 4 and I need to be 47. Right? And every level after that it takes longer and longer to get to. So that's a struggle.
Yeah.
So I mean, one time, actually I probably did it twice when I went back to the scholar place where you fight the moon lady, and then you can you give her like a thing, and then you can reallocate your skill points and stuff. So I did that twice just so I can use specific weapons that I liked. Yeah. That's something you learn, man. But the only reason I found out is because I was lost and I didn't know where to go, and then I just kind of went back there just because, and then I talked to her, and then I was like, "Ooh, look at this."
She's always asleep when I try to talk to her.
Really?
Yeah, but she's on top of the tower, right? The moon lady?
Yeah, well, no, she's like when you go to the school, right?
Oh, the school.
Yeah, she's one of the bosses, the one where it brings you into like the moon world and then shoots the lasers at you. And she has like the hat.
I don't remember this at all, man.
Or when you go into you start her fight, she's in the library and then she throws books at you and there's a bunch of clones on the floor. And did you not do this, boss?
I didn't do this.
What? You didn't do this? That's one of the main bosses.
She throws books at you?
Yeah, they like sing. They like sing. Okay, hold on. Now I have to show you.
What's her name? I'll just type it in.
I don't remember what her name is.
No.
That's
I thought
that's
you meant the lady at the top of the tower who like makes you join your stupid fan club. With, like,
Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, Renala. You know what I typed in? I typed in Book Lady Elden Ring and it worked.
Renala Elden Ring. Let's see. Oh no, I never fought this lady. I don't even know who this is.
She's one of the Great Rune people.
I don't know.
Really?
Man.
There's the one I saw you what's his name? Godric, the guy with lots of hands. No, that's not Godric. Whatever he is. The guy with lots of hands, he's one of them. Renala's one of them. The snake guy is one of them. How you fought the snake guy but not this? Snake guy you have to find an invisible wall, don't you? To get to his like lair?
Yeah. Actually, no, you can just talk to the lady there and she wants to introduce you to him or whatever.
Really? Is that how you got to?
Yeah, because I kept doing her missions and killing people like an evil person would.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, you're doing so well. Do you want to meet like Snake Dude?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then she teleports you somewhere where you can.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. No, I had to find a friggin'. I was just like wandering that castle for friggin' 4 days, and then I found an invisible wall.
Yeah, because that girl says like, "Oh, I seen something with like a snake head go through that wall."
Yeah. She gave the hint. That's the only reason why I was just like slashing walls. Anyways, okay. So there's that one. Those three. There is Morgott, the guy like the reskin.
Yep.
Of the first boss, but I guess he's technically not a reskin because it's the same guy. So I guess that's an excuse that works.
Yes.
I mean, you're just fighting the same guy again, right?
Yeah.
Happens. There's Godric, the guy with the nice turns that turns into a fucking Tekken fighter after.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun. Man, he suplexed my mimic guy like crazy.
Yeah, it was one of the funniest things. There was a time where I was just I loved it. I was just trying to play in different ways, like find different things to do.
Yeah.
So like I did the online stuff where I'd help people fight him, and then literally we'd just be like fighting him, having fun, and then I just see like the guy whose game it is just like get picked up, and then you can't even do anything because the game, it's about to end now because he's just getting suplex, and you're just done, like, man. Damn. Just like I'd be like, I just have to be like, I'm sorry, man, it's over.
They should make the function where you can grab people too. It would be really hard to do. They can make it really like low % chance, but like, man, that would feel so satisfying.
You suplex a boss. Oh man, but yeah, that was actually really interesting because that's like a type of boss where I don't remember fighting in pretty much any of the Souls games really.
No.
So that was really cool.
He was cool. He was very cool.
But yeah, the fact that you didn't fight Renala is.
I know. I don't even know where she was. Like, but to be honest, like I passed the game the first time without even going to the school. I thought you were just passing through to get to the like door thing that you need the key for. So I never even went into the school until after, and I was like, oh shit, there's a whole school here. You can do things.
But you found the key.
Yeah, I found the key.
Okay, so did you use the clue that it gave you?
No.
That freaking shitty ass map.
Nah, man. I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I just found it. I just went to fight the dragon, and then I killed the dragon, and I was like, cool. And then I was like, oh shit, the key. I was like, that's what I've been looking for the last 20 hours, bro. I was like, god damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the map they give you. I do remember that. Yeah,
there's like a little drawn map.
Did
you do any of the underground stuff?
Yeah, I did some stuff, but I actually ran into the dragon before finding the map because I was just running around.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually running around still at that point, and I just ran into the dragon. I was like, oh shit, it's a dragon.
Yeah, well, that's the fun part, man. Just running around and you just find stuff. That's good, man. Well, whatever. I spent too much time on Elden Ring. It's great. You're a hater. Stop hating. I also forgot to say I played Demon Slayer, the remake that came out on PS4.
Yes, Demon Slayer.
I did that too.
That
game was fun. That was fun. It's on PC now. You should probably do it.
PC,
isn't it?
No way. Is it actually? Because I would totally play it if it was.
I just assume I just assume all PlayStation games go to PC because that's what they're doing now.
For even the PS5 games though, the PS5 exclusives.
Yeah, Uncharted's on PC now.
It still says PS5 only.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, but like they have friggin' God of War went to PC.
Yeah, God of War.
Wait, what's it called?
Final Fantasy.
No, Demon
Souls.
Oh my god. I typed
Slayer?
in Demon Slayer. Yes, I
did too.
Oh,
I was like, Slayer.
God. I was like, this isn't right.
That's not the right video game.
Anyways, I'm sure that's long enough. I don't really know how long it's been going, but it feels like it's long enough. You know what I mean?
You want to do a quick rating of all of them? Go.
I'll just do favorite to non-favorite. Favorites tied between Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, I think.
Really?
And then underneath that goes Sekiro. Underneath that goes Elden Ring. Underneath that goes Demon Souls. Underneath that goes Dark Souls 1. Underneath that goes Dark Souls 2.
Okay. And for me, I'd go Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2.
Fair. All right. So let's see. And this is all saying they're all good still.
Yeah.
None of them are bad.
Actually, maybe Elden Ring above Bloodborne, but whatever. Yeah,
well, at least you actually. I can't even say that. I was about to say at least you beat Elden Ring, but I don't even know.
I didn't even play. Yeah, like I was looking at the facts. I didn't even pass Bloodborne, so like clearly something was wrong there.
All right. Thank you guys all for listening. Good day, goodbye, and good riddance.